Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, Alpha by Omega, in Ukraine. So I'm starting on 16th of April 2002 with this event that requires your attention. Local protests. Some oblasts have been experiencing growing amounts of protests causing great amounts of stress in the region. It is truly troubling the people that we allow these violent displays with open disregard to us. I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen this a number of times already in the previous playthrough, or I think I even might have shown this one in the first episode. But why is this important? Well, we have two options: crack down on them or let them protest. Both of these increase the chance of revolt, and one of them lowers the stability and one of them increases it. Unfortunately for us, current stability of the regime is 62, but the chance of revolt is 14. And if the chance of revolt reaches past 15, revolution will occur. So I'm not really sure how this is worst, or about how this is, meant past 15. Is it 15 or is it 16 and above? But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to crack down on them, which is going to lower my stability of the regime and increase the chance of revolt to 15. And we're going to see if that causes a revolt to occur, because I never had it so high. In the previous episode, we actually, in the previous playthrough, we had it much better. I'm checking if there's something here that we could use. Okay. Court local leaders would help, but that kills the stability. This also kills the stability. Okay, this lowers the stability, but lowers the chance of revolt, so that will be reinforcing the militia, and disbanding the militia actually gives us extra manpower and lowers the chance of revolt. So let's do that. I think that might be our way out, and considering that nothing is happening, I think I might have been afraid for nothing. So let's hope that's the case, because we are not getting a revolt. So I guess this is our warning. I cannot increase the chance of revolt any more. Now I know that some of these focuses will help us with that. I'm not sure which ones though. Some of them... Something here. We're fighting against the bureaucracy right now. This increases the opinion of the international bankers. Nope, I don't think... Okay, I think we've already taken those that had that effect. I'm not sure which ones they were, but there was some that actually helped with it. And... yeah, I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. Save the status quo. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay, never mind then. So there is nothing we can do. So let's hope that we won't be hit with any other bad event at this point, considering 15 is really our last ditch attempt to not have a revolution. My opinion is that at that point the Novorossiya would raise up against us. I'm not sure how and what would the exact effect be, but that's my guess. Okay, well, sorry to bother you with nothing. I was expecting there to be something thrilling here, but I guess not. But worry not. If we are hit with another event, there won't be anything we can do. Haha! How optimistic. How optimistic. Well, the game is really pushing me into the corner. We get the same event, local protests again. I wish I wouldn't have to, but we'll have to crack down on them, because that raises the chance of revolt only by 1. We managed to lower our chances of revolt by 1 by disbanding the militia. You see that there's no longer that extra army here that didn't have any leader, but unfortunately... yeah, that puts us back to 15. And I'm not sure what we're gonna do with that. Now, my units don't even have enough weapons. We're really short on that. And if you look at it, we're getting about 1500 per a year. It's not maximum efficiency, it's actually far from it. We're getting... Actually, we could increase it by 1/3, roughly, so we can get to about, say, 2,000 weapons per year, but that still puts us 4 years away before we get to max. We are doing kind of good on the APCs, we're upgrading them and stockpiling the old ones, but other than that, I don't feel good about this at all. We're working on the education reform, which is going to be finished soon. That is going to give us some extra bonuses to tax cost, some extra bonuses to war support, construction speed, production efficiency cap will be increased by 10%. Wow, that's actually a lot. And additional bonuses will be given to stability, division, organization, construction speed, research speed. Okay, this is pretty good, though it's going to increase the cost. But as you can see, our vehicle balance is actually pretty good. We are doing really, really well. Mostly because I was able to lower the corruption again to medium corruption, and we are well on our way to getting the modest corruption. But the difference here is getting much smaller. We were getting 5% extra to tax, and now we're gonna get only 2%. And I'm pretty sure that this what was it called, the education reform? Yeah, it bumps up our cost. Yeah, because we are now having higher education focus instead of free primary and secondary education. But okay, I guess that's fine. What's the difference? Yeah, it's about 0.15 billion per week. I think that's worth it for us. So where to now? Well, I could invest in the National Academy of Sciences, but I think we're gonna go first with something like healthcare reform. Though again, that's going to increase our costs, but I think that's actually that bad. We're getting 2. Okay, that is bad though. That is... Maybe we're doubling the costs. Is there anything else that we could do in the meantime? I could go with the Revolution of Dignity, which will lower the tax cost, increase construction speed. Cost to change corruption minus 12%. Okay. But this one does that too. I might have wanted to save that political power, quite honestly, though the effect is pretty good. So let's do the healthcare reform. That's going to give us extra population, extra stability. We're at 67%, and finally we're getting some bonuses. So let's go with healthcare reform next. We're going to get the Revolution of Dignity afterwards, though. I might go with the Ukrainian effective stability, production, efficiency. Okay, let me see what the current church is giving us. Or is it... we have... Where's the church? Multi-ethnic state between East and West. Still got the kleptocracy. Neglected education should go away, shouldn't it? It's weird. Civilian industry project, minor power. Huh, I don't see it there. Wait, is it... it's here. Orthodox Christian. And replaces Orthodox Christian with Ukrainian Orthodox Church. So game-based stability minus 5%, but extra stability plus 3%. Okay, I guess that's something we can deal with. I could do some support campaigns as well, but that costs quite a lot. It's like 0.1 stability. Let's focus on removing the corruption first. That is something that is really screwing with us, and that also lowers the research speed and everything. Research has been actually we're getting the microcomputing soon, so let's do that before I jump ahead again. Ha! Neglected education has been removed. I knew it. Great. Still falling into debt, but we'll just need a couple more factories. We're up to 6, which is pretty good. We can continue producing. And this construction should help as well. 2 days, 2 days. And the neural network revival will be done as well very soon. So multivolt, carbon nanotubes, and microcomputing are both done. So let's see. Okay, we can still go with the improved computing. Oh, and we're getting to nice, decent research times. 348 days is much better than the 600 that we had before. Okay, reduces. This would reduce the cost of education, which I am all in favor of. You would give me extra efficiency cap. Okay, we need you. Modern electrospawning, whatever, Jimanjik. Okay, and the growth of our production efficiency is desperately low. Jesus Christ. But getting that extra technology here... Wait, I'm not looking at technology, I'm looking at something else. There is an entire chain here that helps... I wanted the excavation, actually. I need to remember that, but I guess it's not that important. This one. The 3D printers. They increase the production efficiency, retention, and base, which is, I guess, pretty good, especially in the situation like ours. But instead of switching the production around, I would much rather increase the whole capacity, because free factory, that's just, it's just blah. Now, one thing that I have a problem with, though, is the fact that we can get the arms industry stipend, but you get it for 120 days, which is not enough for us to even make it worth. The capacity won't grow at all. You know, consider that it's going to start somewhere like 25%. We're getting 0.82 per day, so times 120, yeah, we're going to get to like 35%, something like that. Not even that. And the factories are going to go bye-bye. So unless we have something very specific that we want to get in the meantime, it is not worth it. And what decision do we have? Infrastructure investment. I'm going to wait for these industrial complexes to come back as well. And then we're going to get them together. How's the tax cost doing, by the way? We're down to 10. Okay, 45. I would love to start lowering the taxes, but this is a bit crazy. Like the debt, we're heading towards $500 billion. Yeah, $500 billion, and that is a bit beyond my comfort zone. I know I said I will not really care about it that much, but even I'm not that crazy because, like, going into trillions, that's where you have to draw the line. Like, I would like to keep it somewhere reasonable. And with this healthcare reform, we're going to jump to something like $500 million per week again. So hopefully the factories will catch up. I mean, seriously, they will. Hey, how come we have 5 and not 3? Game, can you explain that? Something's wrong, but the calculations are a bit iffy. I mean, as it's a flat, yeah, I guess when you get extra free, 2 of those are considered as tax cost, and then you get nothing. Okay, gotcha. Neural network revival. So, thank you for that. That increases efficiency cap and research speed, and we're gonna get the data mining, or are we gonna go with something else? How far? I want to upgrade some of our weapons, but it's just blah. This is still too far away. Encryption, this would be 333 days. Mobilization speed is just not that interesting. I would like to get excavation, but look at that cost. How much resources? Yeah, we're not short on anything. We're not short on anything really. So I don't think excavation is something that we need to bother ourselves with at this point. So do I really want to get the data mining? Well, it increases the production efficiency, growth, and research speed. There was also this, reduces policing costs by 5%. Policing costs? Retention. You increase the railway construction. Okay, you know what? Let's not overthink this. Let's just go with the data mining. Production, growth, and research speed is something that we really need. So, yeah. And I guess that's all that I wanted to show for now. So let me just jump again. Anything we want? No. I'm gonna wait for these and then take them. Well, there's no rest for the wicked, I guess. Local protests came back. And this time we are at 15 and stability of regime is 56%. So I'm just gonna go and let them protest. That puts up to 17, and I guess whatever trigger there is, it's gonna jump up. Now in the meantime, we finished the healthcare reform, and we are working on the revolution of dignity now, which will finalize our pro-Ukraine government reforms, giving us extra bonus to construction, production, efficiency cap, and cost to change corruption will be lowered by 12%. I also did, because there's a logic here, I don't want to take any land doctrines until we get the lessons from Tuzla Island conflict, which will give us 50% reduction for 2 land doctrines. So instead I went ahead and I reformed one of our first combat units, or the template for I reformed the template for the combat division. It's called Hirsko-Šturmová Brigada. You are probably familiar with it, and we increased it from combat width, which was like 23 to 40. Now the basis here is the mechanized infantry, because we have the APCs. So that's why I did it, and I added some more mechanized recon companies, heavy engineering company, self-prepared air defense battery, and regular engineering company. So we have 2 engineering companies, recon, anti-air, and artillery battery, though the battery was there, and I believe there was mechanized infantry here, but we added armored, wait, what is it called in this? Motorized, sorry. There was motorized infantry there, and we added mechanized and 1 armored. So yeah, that's good. Some of these units are now deployed, so we can see how well equipped they are. And you can see that it's not that bad. They got all the APCs they need. What they lack is the CNC. They have no manpads at all. Okay, they got the self-propelled AA, self-propelled anti-air. No anti-tank guided missiles. They got some self-propelled artillery though, so that's good. And they're lacking in these small arms. They also lack other difficult things that we have no access to. But okay, considering the... What did I want to show? Not the production, but yeah, I wanted to show the stockpile. This is the current stockpile. We're missing huge amounts of utility vehicles, huge amounts of small arms, because all of the infantry units use small arms, so we jump back to nearly 10,000. The upside is that we are continuing to increase our efficiency. We are now at 35 almost, and that means we're producing over 6 per day, so we're speeding up definitely. And the APC 1995 is also being produced at the rate of nearly 2.5 per week, and we can definitely get to something like nearly 4, so that's good. Now, I'm going to keep producing these, and I'm actually pretty certain that once we get close to 2005, these 2 will be the first things that I'm going to go with. The handheld infantry weapon and the APC. And then of course the IFV as well, but for the IFV we're going to need to import the technological metals. And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of confused why we haven't had the revolution yet. Oh, here it is, the Ukrainian Revolution. The Novorossians are picketing in the streets, clamoring for independence. If we do not get the situation under control, it's entirely possible the country could fall into civil war. Well, that's great. I don't have anything. This would just increase the stability of the regime, but hey, let's do it. Courting local leaders. Actually, these two, if we took both of them, would help. So I need to strike the arms smuggling. It takes 50 days. Okay, I think we might have a chance here. Let's see if I can do it. I don't want a revolution on my hands, quite honestly. So if we can get this 100, how much are we getting? 1.7 per day, so in about 40 days, 35 days, and it's gonna take 50. So we should actually be fine. This increases stability. This, what was the chance of? Okay, so this will negate pretty much the issue and the strike. That's gonna give us some weapons, so it might have even positive effect. But again, the stability of the regime is gonna drop. Well, and there goes our chance to lower the corruption. Doctrine is available. Let's get the capital ship raiders, which will increase surface detection. This is destroyer and what is the other one? Destroyer and missile cruiser. Okay, so surface detection lowered by 20. Wait, surface detection increased by 25%, but the visibility is decreased by 25 and 50% respectively. Raiding coordination increased by 60 and organization increased by 10. So let's get that. It's actually pretty good. And we're getting the fuel. Come on, give me that. Give me that sweet juice of yours. I'm happy that the continuing reforms actually led to us having 7 factories now, and we are increasing that. The debt is crushing, but it's not as bad as it could be. So, yeah, I think we have a chance to stop it here, if only for some time. Get some rain in the Donbass. I'm kind of confused that the stability of the regime is not actually helping us in any way. I don't know what it's doing. But I guess we need to... Actually, the help event. What does it say? New mechanics for Ukraine. Ukraine is an interesting country. There are many... Stability of the regime is different from the normal stability. Yeah, Russia keeps screwing with our influence. It's entirely unique. War in Donbass. Most effects in the focus tree event in general will make use of this new mechanic. Chance of revolt. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is this doesn't mean much. It's just a currency for lowering of other things. Okay. So that's pretty cool. We'll exchange some of our stability to get rid of the Ukrainian revolution. Less than 15, actually. Damn, will it be enough? This lowers it by 1. This lowers it by another 1. Actually raises the chance of war. Ah. Dang it. Well, we'll see if this stops it. I'm not entirely sold on the idea because it's worded weirdly. I hate these over, below, and so because you never know if it works the way you expect it to or not. And I was hit by one missing factory before, so. Okay, so the Revolution of Dignity has been finished. The Revolution of Dignity, or Euromaidan Revolution, marks the beginning of a series of riots. Yes, which led to a pro-Western government. So I could unite the opposition, gain base stability of 5%, that would be pretty good. Judo give extra stability, production efficiency, and political power gain. So I think that's actually better. And then we can go with the research, not good, and not the great. I think that we might just go with the Western doctrine because that gives you a flat 100% and increases opinion with other states, and this gives you extra 150. So that might be... Though we should start really thinking about the military factories. So let's make it... Let's make it a priority. This gives us political power gain, stability, and production efficiency. That's something that we need. So let's get that. Come on, come to Papa. Crime Treasury. The protesters have started to destroy and abuse local populaces. Send some delegations to the crowds to speak with the leaders. Okay, if we've done that... It lowered the chance of revolt. We still have 160 days, so maybe if we can strike the arms smuggling or something fast enough, we could do it again. We should have probably thought of that earlier. You know, the stability of the regime for me just sounds a bit like it is more important than I guess the game is really making it. It's more like, as they said it, a currency for you to exchange for these kinds of events. And I can't but help to think that this is a bit more brutal than it was pre-update, because we never had... I lowered it to pretty much 0 immediately and the stability to about 90%, and I forgot about it, so I have to say good job here. Okay, 15, and it's not stopping. It needs to be below 15, yeah. Dang it. That actually increases the chance of revolt. That lowers the chance of revolt, but we need to reinforce the mission. We can't reinforce it when we disbanded it. Dang it. Okay, we have 100, so any moment any of these will trigger, we can actually send it there immediately. Dang it, but it's not there. Great, it's not there, and that means that I don't really have much to do now, other than tunnel rats. So let's get the unrestricted warfare. Reducing one's opponent can be accomplished in a number of ways other than direct military confrontation. These alternative methods have the same and even greater destructive force than military warfare, and they have already produced serious threats for national security, different from the past and in many directions. So let's unlock that. And hope for the best here. Okay, we can court local leaders. It's gonna take 60 days and we need... Oh god. Oh god, this is gonna be super close. 71. We won't be able to do it. We won't be able to do it. Jesus. 2.26 per day. 65. 60. Oh god. Yeah. I should have started just a couple of days before and it would have been great. 62. Yep. So unless something else pops up, then we have the Civil War. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Isn't this what you wanted this whole time? Damn you, game, for making me do this. Yeah, it has absolutely no meaning now. Okay, so this is going to be exciting. So actually, we don't have any units here because we had the military there. And considering we're having issues here, I think I'm going to move the first army in here. To... Actually, let's delete our orders. And change the bit. We're going to send you here. And remove this. And move the first army here. And hope that this is gonna work. So come on, guys. Move. Wait. Support campaigns. That does not help. That just increases the stability of the regime. Okay, 44 days. We will probably already see a huge amount of unrest. Let's hope we will have some chance to stop that. Oh, and I forgot about the national focus. Okay, so what can we do next? We finished the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. Our stability is now 70%, lowering the tax cost. That's great. Unite the opposition, additional 5% stability. I think that might be great for us at this point. So it's united the opposition. Then we might go with that extra military factory here, and then maybe go with the Tuzla Island, because that's going to give us a couple of factories. Not that they will help much, but they will help nonetheless. Okay, this is stressful. I'm happy that they actually made this way more of a challenge. Pardon me, but if we get shafted by Russia now, it's gonna get horrifying. So what state is the first army in? Most of their units are actually pretty good, but as we don't even have the basic weapons, yeah, we're missing like 8,000 of them. But hey, producing 8 per day, that's not bad. And the APCs are also rolling around. So, mechanism, it's not gonna work. We could maybe upgrade the Tankova Brigada. It's not gonna work either. And if I do anything with the infantry, that will just bump up the necessity for weapons. So we can't really do anything there unless we finish stockpiling with those. So okay, let's speed it up and face the music. There's not much I can do at this point. 32 days. So let's see what they're going to bring. Just bring an old game, I'm ready. Whatever you want to throw my way, I'll be here. Clear the skies. Hey, we finished construction too. That is really good. Can we get construction free? We can. Nice. Okay. It's gonna speed up our construction pretty quickly. Okay. How's the infrastructure actually? Because I know that I'm ignoring that. I'm honestly doing this a bit different than I would expect. I'm building in places where we have the least factories. So for example, it would be most beneficial to build it in over Dnipro, which I'm gonna do next, because that's our capital. So let's build 2 there. But we had none in Bukovina, so we built 1 there. Russia built 1 there as well. I built some down here in Ismail. Okay, and we might want to build 2 in Crimea, then 1 here and 1 here. Because I want to... Oh, actually, like this. It's a bit better. But we'll have to start thinking of military factories. I think once we get to 8 factories in production, I'm gonna start alternating between military and regular. So 26 days. It's 21st of March. It's already going haywire. Come on, game. Okay, 8.4. Okay, we're sub 8,000. At least that is good. I don't understand you, but let's just... you need everything. God damn. Yeah, maybe we're gonna go to 9. Because I'll need to import the technology metals. They're just horrifying. And then we can start producing actually the command equipment and the manpads and everything. So yeah, that makes sense. Let's continue with the civilian infrastructure first for a while. Okay, the good balance is 1.6. 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. And here we go. Rain in Donbass. So riots. Supporters of the Novorossian independent groups in the Donbass have started to protest all across the country. The riots are more fierce in the southern area closer to the Donbass region. How should we handle the riots? Break the riots or negotiate with rioters? Okay, we can do that. What's that gonna do? Actually, did we make it in time? We did it in time! The game threw an event at me the very last moment. Jesus Christ, talk about a timing. Wow. Okay. So that was not it. Actually, this was... Well, okay. I'm gonna go make some coffee. I'm gonna make some coffee to celebrate because I'm not sure what the Civil War would look like, but I'm not ashamed to admit it, we are not ready for it at this point. But believe you me, we are very close to it anyway. Damn it, game. Damn it. Talk about a cliffhanger.